Om. Namaste. Welcome everyone to Satsang here at the rice mill today. Thank you. Very good. Welcome. Okay, you can. It's fine. A little bit. We can.
Namaste, my dear Mooji.
Namaste.
My person from Russia, and I don't speak English good. Need now translator to English language.
It will come, this one.
Thank you. My pranam to my dear Mooji. Я очень счастлива видеть тебя, потому что я тебя не видела 8 лет.
I'm very happy to see you now because I didn't see you for 8 years.
И особенно в этом месте, потому что впервые я тебя встретила в 2011 и 2012 год. Я здесь была на сатсангах в Тиру.
Especially in this particular place because last time I was in Satsang in 2011 and 2012 here in Tiruvannamalai.
Yes. И тогда ты подарил мне длительную персональную беседу вне сатсанга. Мы сидели долго, смеялись и разговаривали. Это было в 2011 году.
And then I received a gift from you, the one-to-one conversation. We were talking for a long time and laughing. We were laughing.
Это навсегда осталось в моем сердце.
And this forever stayed in my heart.
И, возможно, мой сейчас вопрос будет несколько, может быть, глупым, смешным, я не знаю.
And maybe my question now will be silly. I don't know.
Потому что так моя жизнь складывается, что я не читаю книг, я уже давно не смотрю сатсанги.
My life unfolding in a way that I'm not reading books, or for a long time I was not watching satsangs.
И я наблюдаю и в какой-то степени изучаю ту жизнь, которая происходит вокруг меня и во мне, внутри.
And in a way I'm observing and I'm learning about the life that unfolding in front of me and inside of me.
И я это очень люблю делать и делаю это круглосуточно.
And I love to do it all the time, and I do it daily.
Yes, beautiful.
И когда меня спрашивают, какой ты духовной практикой занимаешься, я говорю, я что-то делала в начале пути сильно давно, но сейчас моя практика называется «видеть».
And when somebody is asking me, what spiritual practice are you doing? I'm answering, I was doing something at the beginning, but at the moment my practice called to see.
И мой вопрос сейчас, который я задам, он возник, когда мы стояли в линии сюда, вот на сатсанг к тебе.
And this question that I'm going to ask you arose when I was queuing for satsang today.
И кто-то из моих друзей заговорил об этом вечном вопросе, есть ли у человека свободная воля.
And one of my friends started to talk about this eternal question, if the human being has a free will.
И кто-то сказал, это просто происходит.
And somebody told, oh, it's just happening.
И в то же время люди говорят, да, у нас нет свободной воли, но у нас есть такой маленький как бы люфт, такая вот дорожка, ты можешь чуть-чуть левее, чуть-чуть правее идти.
And from another side, people are saying, no, we don't have a free will, but we have like a little pathway, and you can do step left, step right.
И все с этим согласились.
And everyone was agree with
Но я
that.
с этим абсолютно не согласилась.
But I'm not agree with this at all.
И волна блаженства, и слез, и какого-то состояния удивительного накрыла меня.
And the wave of bliss and tears and beautiful state just came upon me.
И я прошу тебя, Mooji, чтобы ты развеял мои сомнения или же поправил мое видение, если я ошибаюсь.
Please remove my doubts, or please correct my seeing if I'm mistaken in this.
Я подумала, что если мы думаем, что мы можем чуть-чуть левее идти по этой дорожке или чуть правее идти по этой дорожке,
So I thought, if we can go a little bit right or a little bit left from this path,
значит, есть тот, кто выбирает, кто делает, слева ему пойти или справа.
it will mean that there is someone who choosing to go right or left.
И я четко в очередной раз увидела, что нет того, кто бы выбирал, слева ему идти или справа.
And I saw clearly again and again that there is nobody who is choosing to go right or left.
И потом я увидела сразу, что, собственно говоря, если на каких-то этапах...
Why so much fuss about all of that?
Почему так много шума по этому поводу?
Yes, окей. Я хочу, чтобы ты меня успокоил раз и навсегда.
Please just bring peace once and forever about this topic.
Yeah, forget about it.
Забудь об этом.
И все-таки, если можно, вот еще чуть-чуть я задам вопрос, и это будет конец.
And still, if you allow me, can I just finish my question and that will be the end?
Просто дело в том, что я даже находясь здесь, я не понимаю по-английски, и, к сожалению, я не слышу твои объяснения, я буду ждать перевода.
So being here, as I don't know English, I cannot understand your explanation, so I will have to wait
Может быть, ты
for the
говорил уже об
translation.
этом.
So maybe you were speaking about this before,
Sorry, но я вот пытаюсь раскрыться тебе
but I'm
навстречу.
trying to come openly to you.
Yeah. Why is it so important, this particular, is there someone doing something, or it's just happening and there's no one there actually doing anything at all? Is that the question you want to know?
Почему это так важно? Есть ли там кто-то, кто что-то делает, или это просто происходит? Этот вопрос ты пытаешься задать?
Да, и только я еще кончик его задам, и я отвечу тоже.
Just the end of my question, if I can say, and then I
То
will...
есть я потом увидела, что на самом деле, если на каком-то этапе пути нам говорят, что все делает Бог,
So then I saw that on a certain stage of our way,
то я
it said
четко,
that the God does everything.
я четко вижу и понимаю, что и Бог тоже здесь ничего не делает, потому что его на самом деле нету, и нет того, кто бы вообще что-то тут делал.
But I see clearly and understand clearly that there is no even God who is doing something, because there is nobody here.
И я вижу, что жизнь она
So what
абсолютно
is here then?
совершенна.
What
да.
is here? There's nobody here. Nobody is doing. In your experience, you say, no, there's no one actually making a choice to do things. They're simply happening. No? You are saying
То есть в
that?
твоем опыте ты говоришь, что нет никого, кто что-то бы делал, да, и вещи просто происходят.
Просто происходит.
It's just happening. Yeah.
It's good.
Это хорошо.
Yes, то есть
You have come to a certain, if you have come to your own introspection, you have come to see, but there isn't really an independent entity acting to make a choice to go to the left or the right. It is just spontaneously occurring.
На собственном опыте ты увидела, убедилась, что нет какого-то существа конкретного, отдельного, которое бы делало решение идти направо или налево, и вещи просто разворачиваются.
It's like this?
Это так для
Yes,
тебя?
absolutely.
Yes. And then for someone, and in another body, the feeling is that there is a strong sense of personhood, of personal identity. It will also have a strong sense of freedom and a sense of autonomy.
А в другом теле, в котором есть очень сильное отождествление с личностью, будет очень утвержденное ощущение свободы и автономности.
So the consciousness in that play loves the feeling of choice and feel I do or I don't do.
И в
They're
такой
just at
игре
different stages of their spiritual development and temperament and ways of perceiving, which consciousness allows this diversity of perceiving. It is fine. There's no need for argument about it.
И в такой игре сознанию нравится играть в выбор. И это зависит от уровня развития сознания. И в этом нет никакой проблемы, и по этому поводу не стоит спорить.
И в том-то все и дело. То есть я хотела, чтобы ты подтвердил, правильно ли мое видение, что жизнь — это любовь и совершенство, поэтому и вся наша ментальная активность, и даже все наши страдания, и как бы мы ни ходили по духовному пути, это все абсолютно правильно и совершенно каждое мгновение.
So this is exactly what I wanted to ask you for, so you can confirm that life is love and it's perfection. And no matter how we're walking on our spiritual path, everything is perfect.
For the one who is able to see it like that.
Для того, кто способен это увидеть таким
Да, но
образом.
я сейчас это говорю про свой ум, который, я надеюсь, скоро совсем умолкнет. Это для меня, это вопрос мой. Я просто стала сильно плакать в этой линии, и в очередной раз я это увидела и хотела твоего разъяснения.
Yes, this is for me. This is about what my
Это
mind
about
saying,
me
and I
only.
hope that it will disappear soon. So I just started crying like you when I saw this, and I wanted you to clarify these things. It's just for me.
Я испытала большое счастье, что никого нет, ничего не происходит и ни о чем не надо беспокоиться.
I experienced tremendous happiness that there is nobody, nothing is happening, and there is nothing to be worried about.
Я очень-очень счастлива.
And I'm so, so happy.
Then this is right for you.
Тогда для тебя все
Perfect
правильно.
attitude.
Идеальное отношение.
Просто это когда-то все закончится, потому что это уже все давно, но это в очередной раз накрыло и потекли слезы. Значит, что-то еще, какое-то там сомнение маленькое было во мне.
So there must be some little doubt in me if it just came upon me with the tears so much when this topic arose.
When this what happened?
When this topic about the
Yes.
free will came.
Однажды это должно
People
совсем
have been
закончиться.
But it
arguing
has to
about this
finish.
thing and they cannot come to agreement because they're looking with different perspective.
Люди постоянно спорят по этому поводу, потому что они смотрят с разных сторон.
The important thing is that, the important thing is that you feel totally empty of the sense of doership. It serves in your case beautifully, but not be so rigid about it. When someone says, no, but if I want to do this, I am doing it by my own will. Understanding should be that broad to say, yes, of course, this is perfectly fine also.
В твоем случае у тебя уже отсутствует чувство деятеля, и это служит тебе идеальным образом. Но не надо быть такой зажатой по этому поводу, надо быть достаточно открытой, чтобы если кто-то говорит, да нет, у меня есть свободная воля сделать то или это, можно сказать, да, конечно.
It only trouble come when we are very rigid and you feel, no, only this way can be seen. How can you feel somebody's, then trouble come, you see?
Проблемы могут произойти только когда мы сильно зажаты, когда мы очень жесткие и говорим, да как ты вообще можешь думать таким образом?
Yeah. We are arguing about nothing at all.
Мы спорим о ничем.
В том-то все дело, что говорить, в общем-то, не о чем.
This is the thing, there is nothing to talk about.
Хотя это тоже часть игры, почему бы не поговорить, время провести.
But this is the part of the game. Why don't we talk? Why can't we talk? To spend
А
some
то
time
будет
like
скучно
that.
совсем.
Otherwise, it will be boring.
Okay.
Спасибо, Mooji, огромное. И я действительно очень счастлива, что даже Бог в этой игре ничего не делает. Собственно, его и нету. Потому что есть везде только Он, и в то же время ничего.
Thank you, Mooji. I'm very happy that I see that even God does not do anything because in this game, because He does not exist, and in the same time, He is everywhere.
Потому что тут у меня чуть-чуть было, вот немножко поджимало где-то внутри.
Here I had some little tension about this before.
I'm very happy, I very love you. Thank you.
This is why it is so beautiful to be empty of opinions also.
Вот почему так прекрасно быть пустым от мнений.
The one who is empty finds a beautiful affinity with every expression. They see, it's okay, it's okay.
Тот, кто пусть находит замечательное, прекрасное взаимодействие, совсем все в порядке.
Ни в чем проблемы нет нигде.
There is no problem anywhere.
Только от нашей ментальной активности все зависит, но и она тоже классная.
All depends on our mental activity, but it's
All
cool
depends on
also.
mental activity.
Почему
It is
нет?
true.
Why not?
Our life is inside our mind.
Наша жизнь внутри нашего ума.
Абсолютно. Thank you. Very happy.
Thank you. Can I see you first? Maybe after. Yeah.
Mooji, thank you for coming to Tiruvannamalai.
Thank you, thank you.
I have two questions. Years back, when I was hearing a YouTube satsang of yours, you said there is only choiceless awareness, and if you're that, who is this I who wants enlightenment or who is looking to get it? So then and there, it got clear that I am and I was always the self. But recently, in your satsang, you say there's a state in which the witness is also being witnessed. I cannot experientially verify it, because for me, there is only one witness or one perceiver which cannot be perceived. So, can you
But
please help me?
there's only one weakness which cannot be perceived, but you must be perceiving that to speak about it, you know? If you say that for you there is no secondary weakness or so on, there's only one weakness which cannot be perceived, and how you know about it?
Because anything coming up in that scheme already is being perceived. So
Is being what? Whatever is coming up is what?
whatever is coming up is already being perceived.
Yes.
So how can I witness the witness or perceive the perceiver? That
It's not so tight, you know. When we are at a certain stage, you know, we are feeling that I'm seeing all these things and doing this and doing that, and the very it just seems so obvious. I don't see the problem for you, why you don't see that. You know, at a certain point, you can say that the ego sense is also functioning as a weakness also, for a time. In the early stages, when we are having a strong feeling that you are the body-mind and you're a person, you have a particular name, you're an individual different from other individuals, for a while all people will taste this sense of separateness. You see? So you believed in your existence, you would speak differently about yourself than your neighbor would speak about themselves. So there's a sense of difference. We are meant to taste this sense of difference. Then at some point you see that even the ego sense has the capacity to witness also, to be observing. The difference here is that that kind of observing, it only serves its own self-interest. It's only witnessing selfishly. It's only concerned about what matters to itself. It's not a very broad witnessing. So when that is recognized, a deeper space opens up or becomes evident to you that there's even this limited sense of observing or witnessing is itself phenomenal also. And like this, something is, as you grow more in understanding, as you recognize your true place, all these other points of seeing, which is more selfish, more limited, become seen more clearly, that these are just, they're all phenomenal, you see. It's not just bang and you see everything this way, because even in your daily life, your way of seeing things are changing, your moods are changing. One thing is seen in a particular way at one point, and from the same person, another moment it is perceived in a different way. You observe these changes naturally, you know. The consciousness, in its maturity, is very, very flexible in its looking. If you hold rigidly to any concept, for sure you are making a mistake. No concept, no thought is all-encompassing. It must be, even if you speak of Brahman and the Absolute, it must be your confirmed experience. It cannot merely just be a concept you speak about. And the more you're watching and seeing from your own natural place, you can see from other perspectives also. You can see that it is the same one consciousness seeing through the various bodies, looking at the various bodies and everything. That flexibility must be there. When you see like that, you don't have a personal standpoint that is so strong. You can take different positions of seeing. You understand in all of them. It's very flexible, very open. There is no fixed point of seeing, and then everything is subjective in that respect. When you understand that, you come into a field of total silence and peace. And concepts and conceptual differences and interactions and opinions and so on become very small thing for you. You don't get pulled into the web of all these different fluctuating thoughts and so on. Your place is secure, it is unchallengeable, it is completely universal, it's limitless. The moment you take up a position phenomenally as a particular point of view, then somehow you will find conflict. You'll find other points of view pushing into yours like that because you're looking from a personal perspective. All this you must taste and transcend. When you have transcended, you will not be in conflict with anybody particularly. People may have even very, very strange ideas to you, but you don't feel in conflict with them. You see that it is just the mind play. You can actually go behind that and meet them in another way. You don't have to be fencing with concepts. Your very presence opens up ways that you can meet in a much more universal way. You see? So, just like at one time you had to learn the alphabet A, B, C, D, E, F, and then you could formulate words, and then words can take on a much more poetic significance. Everything is developing as you grow more back into your universal consciousness, rather than from this very limited perspective of a personal, of personhood. This is a very natural thing. You cannot even refute that.
My second doubt is, even if I'm perceiving from this space, observing every thought, every emotion, in my daily life, daily problems, I have to make improvements on a personal level. So, I have to see myself as a person.
All this thing is totally spontaneous. You don't have to think, now I must be personal, now I must be. If you understand and you see that your viewing place, you're looking from a shapeless place of consciousness. If you have come to that place, beyond the personal limitation field, you are back in your universal consciousness. If you've come to that, then there are times when some actions will be experienced or expressed in a very personal way, but it will not change your orientation. Everything is happening spontaneously. Whether you want to say it's personal or impersonal, it's irrelevant. Everything is happening spontaneously. Just like a river is flowing, it meets a rock, it doesn't argue, it just flows around and moves on. Your consciousness behaves just the same way.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Okay. Can I hear from you for a minute? Yes, this one. Yeah. No, let him come. Here. Yeah.
Namaste, Mooji.
Namaste.
I need a translation in French.
French. Yeah. French. Can
Pour poser ma question, je dois raconter quelque chose qui m'est arrivé il y a une vingtaine d'années.
Yes. To ask my question.
Put right up so people at the back
Yes.
can hear you clearly.
To ask my question, I must come back to something what happened to me 20 years ago.
J'ai été invité à une puja à la fin d'un stage de yoga par un yogi que je ne connaissais pas, c'était un pur hasard.
I was invited at the end of his yoga class by a yogi I didn't know. It was pure hasard, coincidence.
Je me suis retrouvé assis tout devant, face à lui, et il y a eu plusieurs échanges de regards où je me suis senti totalement reconnu.
I sat in front of everybody, in front of him, and we exchanged eye contact, and I felt completely recognized.
You felt completely recognized.
Yes.
Yeah.
Après cela, nous sommes allés nous coucher à l'hôtel et en pleine nuit, je me suis réveillé, je n'étais plus identifié à ma personne.
After that, we went back to our hotel, and in the middle of the night, I woke up and I felt I was not identified at all to my person.
J'étais dans un état de joie sans objet,
I was in state of joy without object,
de lucidité totale
of complete lucidity,
et de non-séparation avec le monde entier.
of non-separation from the world.
Cet état a duré quelques heures.
This state has lasted a few hours.
Quand l'état ordinaire est revenu, c'est là que je me suis rendu compte de ce qui m'était arrivé.
And only when the usual state came back, I realized what had happened.
Cela m'est arrivé 3 fois dans la même année.
This happened to me 3 times in the same year.
Ma question est la suivante.
My question is this.
C'est l'échange de regards qui a provoqué un coup de pouce.
It's the exchange of looking, of eye contact, which provoked this.
Mais c'est dans le sommeil profond, c'est-à-dire dans l'inconscience la plus totale, que ma véritable nature m'est apparue.
But it is only in the deep sleep that my true nature appeared to me.
Comme je ne peux pas retrouver cela volontairement,
And as I cannot find this deliberately,
est-ce que c'est possible, par un moyen naturel ou artificiel, de provoquer la disparition de moi-même?
my question is it possible by a natural or artificial mean to provoke the vanishing of myself?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Well, satsang is only for that, actually. Satsang is really only for that, no? That which you believe you are, which is not the fact of yourself, but a fiction of yourself, gets dispelled, gets discarded. You see? And that would be the fulfillment of your satsang. When you listen also to the invitation in the morning, that is the outcome, in fact, if you are listening earnestly and just following. No particular, comprends? No particular spiritual gymnastics is required. Just listening and following and seeing. That the important pointers was that you deliberately, intentionally choose to disengage with thoughts about past and thoughts concerning future. If you suspend these for the duration of the guidance, which is only for a few minutes, and even in speaking like this you can do it. that if you were, well, let's do now. Let's do now. This is answered directly. No? If it were presented to you that there is a possibility to awaken to your natural state at no real cost, today, now, are you open for that? Yes. Ah. So simply I say that, and for this, I don't know if you're comfortable standing up? You're
Yes,
comfortable?
yes, yes.
Okay. So the simple guidance is that in order to come to that recognition profoundly, then I would ask some simple things, which is, as I started to say, all thoughts about the past. Just don't engage with anything about past, just for the short time that we're going to spend now. So like where you studied before, what you did before, an experience that took place 10 years ago, or don't engage about it. It is not going to support your seeing right now. Can we agree with that? So just about thoughts about past, we say, okay, don't include that now, leave that. And anything about future, like, I would love to be able to realize the self and then to help other people. No, don't engage with anything. So no intention that in the future I want to do this, this is how I'd like to live in the world, I hope to do this and that. Just leave these thoughts altogether. That, if you can do that, and you can, is going to produce immediately the possibility of your recognition today, right here, right now. So if you don't engage about thoughts regarding the past and also about future, leave that alone. It's possible? Yeah, I'm going to ask you, and I'm going to ask you for a response. It's very important like that, you see? Also, anything about definitions of yourself. This is how I grew up, this is the kind of person I am, this is my temperament, I am this or that. Leave that, don't talk. It's not important if you wish to discover your true self. Don't talk about yourself or who you think you are. Leave that alone. Is it possible? Okay. I said about past, don't talk about past or think about past. Future also, don't talk about future for a moment. And even present moment. We're here now. Don't be relating, I wonder how other people are doing with this. And no, just cut all of that. And you can. It's not difficult. So in effect, I'm asking you to remain empty of thoughts, concepts, even though they may appear to come. Don't follow them, don't hold, don't combine yourself with them. Is it possible? Okay, so let's be with that. There are no thoughts of past. I'm not asking you to go and put them somewhere. I'm just saying you simply don't engage with that. And also about future, what you want to achieve, anything like that, don't engage with that. That's already a huge weight removed from you. And even about the present, you are here right now. Nothing to think about. Now, if I ask of you like this, empty, empty. You are not a container for thoughts or feelings, more like an open space. Just this. You have not done anything at all. So pay attention to your natural inner environment, free from thought activity, from intention. Simple. Let's stay with it like that for now. then also a thought may come, okay, I've done that, now what? Don't touch, now what? No next. Just stay as you are there. Not waiting. Not waiting. And really do it, because I'm not going to repeat it. The one who follows will find. So, I'm guiding you like this to demonstrate the simplicity of what is and its limitlessness right now, and that is existing in you as your own self. Not engaging with thoughts or feelings or emotions. You may find that just by saying that, some energy wants to go to pick up on some thought. You're aware of that, but don't participate. Stay empty of future thoughts, past thoughts, present thoughts. Self-definition, the idea of who you are. Also, don't hold any shape at all now. Really do it. When we are finished with the exercise in a short while, you can take back all these things that you're suspending for a moment. Just leave them aside. I'm not asking you to destroy any thought or nothing. Just don't engage with anything for just these few moments. Simple. This I know you can follow, if you choose. So empty, empty, empty. Empty even of the one who is trying to be empty. Nothing, holding no definition, nothing at all. When you have done this, or when this is clear for you, you're here. Only by doing this, and really doing this, I can ask you very few questions, very important questions, and you respond yes or no about it. But you must respond. If you're free of thoughts and memories, ideation of past and future and self-assessments, descriptions, finish all this mental activity, psychological activity, engagement with feelings and emotions, leave aside. You can do this. This power you have. Simple. Now that you are here, I may ask you a question. Pay attention to just what is now. Don't create, don't visualize, nothing to imagine. Empty. In your emptiness, I will put this question. What is it that is here now? Beyond thought, beyond intention, beyond memory, just what is. If everything could be taken out, thoughts, feelings, memories, intention, dreams, attachments, if everything could be taken out so that you're totally empty, there will remain that which cannot be taken out. It simply is. I'm just going to call this the what is, or the sense of isness. Now I ask you, you're here. You are here. That which you are aware of in this empty field, is it personal, anything here? Please respond. No, it is not personal. Is it a belief that remains now? Pay attention. You alone can answer this for yourself. What is your experience? Are you perceiving? Is it a belief that's left here? No. an object of any form? Whatever it is that is here, have you created it? Huh? No, you've not created, okay. Did it suddenly appear? No, it did not appear, it does not appear. Stay as you are. So in this object-free space, is it a mood? Not a mood. Is there some limit to it, any boundary beyond which it does not exist anymore? No, it is not. That which is here, can it become sick? Could it become depressed in itself? Pay attention only to yourself. This is only your seeing. There's no one to confer with. Don't speak with anybody. Out of your own self, answer me like this, you see. Here is a good question. Whatever it is that is, can it fade? Meaning that if you went for a walk, can it disappear? Can it become weaker? No, it cannot. And you have already said it is not an object. It is not an object. Can it be, is it a philosophy? Is it religious? Can it be for or against anyone? No. Can it be lost? I need to hear from you. Here's a strong one. I asked you before, did you create or imagine it? You said no. How about, was it born? Only from within yourself you can answer. Was this born? No. Can it die? Do you feel you have the capacity to answer this question? Yes. Can it be possessed by one group of people? No. Does it judge? And now, last question I ask for now. What will you have to do to reach it? Not even one step? No. Let's just be with this for a second. No, just be here. So, if you can confirm whatever this is, I'm not going to call it any particular name, I'm just referring to it as whatever is, what is really here, or the isness, or awareness, or whatever. You say it is not a form, it is not an object that you are perceiving. You did not imagine or create it. Are you in a state of hypnosis? No. I ask if there's a limit to it, a boundary beyond which it is no more, and you say there is no limit to it. I ask also, can it fade? Meaning, as time passes, can it get weaker? You say, it cannot, it's not like that. You are discovering this now, but where has it been all your life? Again? It must be here. No? I ask you, was it created or was it born? And you say, unborn, not born. Then, similar question, can it die or end? And you say, it cannot end. I ask you, can it become sick or depressed? And you say, it cannot be sick or depressed. And then I ask one question, how far away from you is it? And you say, no distance at all. So if this is true, your answers are true from your way, from your place of seeing, then what you are aware of and what we are speaking about is your own self. It is your own self. It is not merely an object. It is not a mood. It is not merely a feeling. It is not a philosophy. It is not a belief. It is not a religion. Is it an opinion? I ask you, can it fade? You say no. Are you imagining it? You say, no, not imagining. Was it born? You say, no. I say, you've been aware of it now, but where has it been all your life? You say, it's always been here. I say, can it die? You say, no. You didn't seem to require some time to think about it, because why? It is directly perceived. I say, how long will it take you to get to it? How much distance to cover? You say, no distance also. Therefore, I summarize that this must only be true if it is yourself. Not your person, but the truth of you. Do you need to think about it again? Could it be true? Or is the usual daily idea that we have of ourselves, is that the truth? Is it two truths? Is it that the usual way that we speak about ourselves is our relative conditioned identity that is always changeful? Is this that we speak about, is this changeful? So that's it. Exercise finished. Exercise finished. Now we can pick up our old stuff back again. As promised, it will still be there if you want. What would you have to do to be this that you have responded to? What do you need to do? Maybe the mind will say, oh, that was fun. Wow, okay, let's get back to reality. Yes. My problem is, or is this only true as an exercise? So sometimes I say, my God, you don't realize what you are seeing and what you are recognizing. Continue to look like this. This is the invitation. That's the invitation of the invitation. To sit and to look and to reflect and to experience directly, to verify, to recognize directly. Is it a disappointing discovery? Is it true? Or is it true only sometime? So, in recognizing this, we see that it is as though a cloud of conditioning or conditioned thought floats in and attention is given to that. The reflex through conditioning is that we accept through memory and habit that the idea we have of ourself is the truth of ourself. In this way, you can recognize that which is seen and verified, because maybe some people who are studying these things may come and say, you people are crazy. We are scientists. We are professionals. We know that you are just imagining these things. You cannot possibly know that this is unending. You are just a person. How can you know that this is limitless? Come on, wake up. They may say to that like you. We are studying these things for years. We cannot be speaking so irrefutably about something. But here I am asking you, without any practice, even without any belief, without any religion, even you can come. And even as an atheist you can come. And I can ask you these questions, and you probably answer in the same way. Because here there are no real differences of personalities. It's your impersonal reality. You did not create it. It is inherent in you. It is synonymous with the self. You are this self. Dreaming, you are this person. I don't want to put too many words there, because it is enough that you sit and maybe listen to the invitation again, because it cannot give you, it can only remind you of that which you imagine you have separated from. And as you continue to confirm these things, you will see that automatically, spontaneously, the understanding of this is a blessing. Every aspect of your expression is touched by it. In your dynamic life, you'll find that all this movement is arising in the unmoving. That is the outcome of the pointers of Sri Ramana Maharshi and every sage, every jnani who has seen. This jnani principle is your own self, actually. The person is merely a mask, a shadow of the self. So my encouragement would be, you may, by grace, have received a very profound experience in the past. And the tendency can be, ever since then, you're looking to repeat this particular experience. Other experiences cannot match up to it. It's like your first love. You're trying to say, oh, can I get this one? And nothing can match up with your first love because it is sweetened by memory also. So leave all that. That which happened contributed to you being here now. See freshly now. The self is not limited to a past experience. The self cannot be past. But the play of time appears in it. The play of change happens in it because of the dynamic aspect of this consciousness that is moving as time and change. As you listen and you grasp, you'll be able to confirm you are at the place of the formless and the unchanging. We need not be afraid of that. The mind will create fear about it. It will tell you, look, you're stagnating, you're not able to change. I mean, it's horrible. But if you pay attention to the actuality of what is present in you, you are free and confirmed free. And that is the joy of sharing the invitation to say, look how simple. What have you done actually? Even deserving is not needed actually. Recognition, acknowledgement, acceptance, gratitude of seeing, joy of being. We don't have to try and work out life. Your mind is an inadequate instrument to solve the mystery of life. You are the mystery and that which is aware of mystery. But at the moment it can seem it's not enough to say that because mind wants proof. Show me. It is proven. But it has to be proven again and again. You have heard the Gitas, I've read from them, the Gitas, they have a tendency to almost repeat, because we picked up ignorance through repetition also. And so the truth is to be reminded of us. Remember who you are. Look, confirm. We don't have to do all these amazing things. Yes, amazing things can happen. But we are here to discover what you are, not to create. While we are in the mode of ego or personhood, you naturally are attracted to keep on creating things, creating the sense of yourself. But is it the truth? or is it aversion? Don't look to repeat any experience. Because even if they are being repeated, it is you who are perceiving them. You who observe repetition, you yourself are unrepeatable, ever fresh, ever fresh. While we have the conviction of personhood, there will continually be new lands to explore, new journeys to go on. And so we go on experience after experience, life after life, life, death, life, story, on. And all this is a dance, a movement inside your infiniteness, which we have failed to grasp. You are the infinite, experiencing finiteness. If you know this, there's a huge joy in you. When you confirm this, not by determination, but by insight and understanding and direct experience, you are living in the confirmation of yourself. I will not convince you, I only show. But the seeing must be yours. On my way into this room this morning, someone asked me, help me to be liberated. This is liberation. To know what you are beyond psychological or intellectual conviction. To know directly and irrefutably what you have been shown and confirmed. Only honor that seeing, digest your seeing, assimilate your seeing. It is enough. When you discover, and as you are discovering the truth, you will never stagnate, because stagnation is a quality of mind and person. You are the unchanging, the infinite, the uncreated self. This is a mortal body, but the immortal one is present in it. The bodies may change, but the self is unchanging. To know that is freedom. To not know this is continued bondage. What you read and understand, you must know and confirm. It must combust into spirit, into direct experience. It cannot stay only as conceptual knowledge. Conceptual knowledge must combust into spirit. I can give you nothing. I can only help to remove the apparent ignorance that makes us believe that we are time-bound. This is a time-bound body, but the timeless is present in it. And while this body is still warm, use this time to discover the timeless. Today is such satsang. But once this is recognized in you, a fear will come. The storm is coming. And this storm is all that has been untrue that we have absorbed in life, knowingly or unknowingly, And now you will begin to detox, and it will feel like you are going, like you're losing everything. But I tell you ahead of time, put your hands together and be thankful to grace. Say, thank you for picking me up and putting me in this fire of freedom. Leave nothing unburnt, because what you are cannot be burnt. Only what you are not can be burnt. And you must be strong to be free. But whatever you need, you already have in abundance. It cannot come from somewhere else. We imagine we are weak because we give so much importance to the personal mind. But you are not this mind. You are the self, the supreme self. This is not a compliment I'm paying to you. It is not flattery I give you. It is something that your being longs to know. And yet your mind refuted. Waste no time. There's a power operating inside each one. A power that works also to keep you in the state of personhood and to prolong and perpetuate the state of personhood, to go from life after life after life after life. And there's another power in you that works to evolve and to elevate to consciousness, to raise to higher altitudes of consciousness, to release you in your freedom. We must understand these powers. You must also understand the mechanism of the psychological mind, because you must understand your powers. If you have been a seeker, you must also become a finder. But when you seek, whatever you seek, when you find it, the seeker is no longer here. They merge into one. So even if you feel your mind doesn't get it, it's okay. It's okay. It will be a mind bypass today. That the serum is in. And the serum is only a reminding of what you can never not be, but imagine we have lost. And even as you hear this, if you hear these things in an open heart, not with a suspicious mind, already so much burden is being lifted from you. So much space is opening up inside you. So much joy will come, so much love, so much peace. From where will it come? From in you it will come. From in you it will come. I am happy today because I feel I've come here, it was meant that I come here. And in some moments have been a little struggle, because I feel sometimes that there is a lot of mind energies playing here, even at the very holy foot of Arunachala. And I'm happy to remind you, you don't have to struggle so much. It is grace's joy to return to you what you feel you have lost. So it is my joy to point the simplicity, because I cannot give you. That is my joy. I cannot give you because you are already what you search. If anything, only to remove this ignorance. And you grow from strength to strength. Mind will keep on sending you from journey to journey, life after life. that even as you continue to protect ego, it is preparing another birth, another womb for your next birth. And yet you are the birthless one, the unborn awareness, imperishable. That is the truth. That is the truth. And truth cannot be helped. It can only be discovered. It cannot be created. It is the uncreated one. You have a creation body, and this body is ever changing. The organs are changing. Everything is changing. All that you see, all that you imagine, all that you remember, all that you are attached to, all that you desire, one day will be gone. Except this that I am helping to show you, which I cannot give you. I can only help you and remind you of what you can never not be. That is all. And if this is the outcome of this short time here in Tiruvannamalai, I'm on my way, it's okay. But I'll feel happy for you, that if you take this and keep it, don't keep it in a treasure box, but keep it in your heart. It will stay with you. And this long dream of struggle and suffering will also be gone. I am the timeless one, but I am no more timeless than you. If we are not careful, mind will keep on giving you more duties, more things to do. And in life, there will be things to do. Take care of your family, take care of your loved ones, be free, move with joy and openness, with integrity in this life. All this is perfectly fine. But if you are going to be in the dream, at least be awake in this dream. And that is all. So in closing, I feel to read something from the Ashtavakra Gita. I've been looking for something because there's so much delightful things in this. Just a few words. In the verse it says, my own splendor. With the pincers of truth, I have plucked from the dark corners of my heart the thorn of many judgments. I sit in my own splendor, the sage says. Wealth or pleasure, duty or discrimination, duality or non-duality, what are they to me? What is yesterday, tomorrow, or even today? What is space or eternity? I sit inside my own radiance. What is the self or the not self? What is thinking or not thinking? What is good or evil? I sit inside my own splendor. I sit in my own radiance, and I have no fear. Waking, dreaming, sleeping, what are they to me? Or even ecstasy. What is far or near, outside or inside, gross or subtle? I sit inside my own splendor. Dissolving the mind or the highest meditation, the world and all its works, life or death, what are they to me? I sit inside my own radiance. Why talk of wisdom, or of the three ends of life, or even oneness? Why talk of these now that I live inside my heart? All this world, all these magnificent things are for you to have a glimpse into the magnificence of being. And you are not different from this being. Now this joy wants to flood your heart, to fill your being. And she does not want to go away. This peace, it wants to be with you. This love, to reveal to you the magnificence of yourself. Don't push it away. Thank you. Now my heart is satisfied to come again to this holy place. Thank you. Sure.
Leave each day behind like flowing water. Free of sadness, yesterday is gone, its tale is told. Today new seeds are growing. The time has come to turn your heart into temple of fire. Your presence is gold, hidden in dust, to reveal its splendor. Burn in the fire of love. Leave each day behind like flowing water, free of sadness. Yesterday is gone, its tale is told. Today new seeds are growing. time has come to turn your heart into a temple of fire. Your presence is gold, hidden in dust, to reveal its splendor. Burn in the fire of love. The time has come to turn your heart into a temple of fire. Your presence is gold, hidden in dust, to reveal its splendor. Burn in the fire of love. Burn in this fire of love. Burn in the fire of love. Burn in this fire of love. Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri 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 Guruji Namaha. Shri Shri Shri